Anybody else? Just me? Nah. Stupid. Okay. Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kaylin and I have alopecia and I make wig reviews here on my channel. They're one of my favorite videos to make and that's what I have for you today. So it wouldn't be an intro on my channel either without Moses because he's in so many, but he's not saying hi today. He has his back to us. Anyway, okay, so obviously this is the wig I'm reviewing today. This is the Mila by Jon Renau, and I just want to start by saying I'm really excited for this wig review. If you follow me on Instagram, you have probably seen I've posted in this wig so many times. I've worn her in a lot of my stories. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should. I'll put my little handle somewhere. But I'm really excited to share this wig with you. I have a couple products too that I want to share with you just because I've never talked about curly wigs on my YouTube channel before, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple things that I use to style her and keep her curls intact and whatnot. So I made some notes, so let's see. Let's do what I always do before I start giving like all of my opinions and the things that I think. Let's just give you the specs on her. So like I said, this is the Mila by Jon Renau. She is a synthetic piece. She is a smart lace front, a monofilament top, and she has a wefted cap with Velcro adjusting drawstrings in the back, which I will show you when I take her off like I always do, just so you can see. You good, Mo? What else? Oh, so the color that I have her in is 24B22. As always, I try to film my wig reviews in front of like a big window just because I want you to see the color under natural lighting, just so you can really see what she looks like with good, bright, natural sunlight. Let's see, so her bangs are 11 inches, her crown is 13 inches, her nape is 7 inches, and the sides are 11 inches. So she's not super long, but she's not short either. I'll show you guys the back here in a little bit, but she's kind of just like a perfect bob that just brushes against your shoulders. Obviously, if you have a longer or shorter face or neck, she'll hit you a little differently, but for me, she goes a couple inches past my shoulders and my collarbones, and she is, I don't really think she's A-line, maybe just a slightly A-line lob, but I'll show you guys the back, like I said, in a little bit. But so those are the specs on her. She is a, oop, that curl's going rogue. She is a curly piece by Jon Renau, and I would say she does not really have permatease. I don't mind a little bit of permatease. It gives you some volume. I don't like too much permatease, but her, I don't think she really has much, if any at all, but I just think that it's perfect because you get volume from the curls. So anyway, oh, also she has the velvet ear tabs, which are just nice and soft and comfortable against your ears. Also, she comes in the average size cap as well as a petite size cap. I have learned in the past couple months that I should buy petite size wigs. I do still wear average size sometimes. I've reviewed average size wigs on my channel, but petite definitely fit me best, and she comes in a petite size, and that's what I have her in, and she is so comfortable. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but honestly, like, this is one of the most comfortable wigs I've ever had, and I think it's just a mixture of, it's a good synthetic piece, and it's also the right size for me. But anyway, so let's go over the color. So this is the color 24B22, and if you look closely, you can see it has like some kind of golden honey blonde tones. It has some super platinum tones in it. It's just this beautiful like golden blonde, and I love it. It's not a rooted color. I definitely feel like when I take photos in her in like in a dimly lit room, she looks much darker. It brings out like all of those more peachy goldeny tones, but she's just like a beautiful platinum blonde. I love this color. What's really funny is, I should say before I go on, when I first got her and opened the box, I wouldn't say I was disappointed. I would say like, I thought she was beautiful, but I didn't think I was gonna like her on me. I didn't think I was gonna love the style, the curly style, and I didn't think I could do a blonde without a root. But now that I have her and I wear her, she has become one of my absolute favorite wigs. It doesn't, like, I wear wigs based on what makes me feel good and what wigs I want to wear, number one, but this is also one of my husband's favorites, and it doesn't hurt that he loves it. Like, of course, you know, you want to look good for your hubs or your significant other, and he's always like, wear that curly wig. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. So I just love that he loves it as much as I do. She's just a really beautiful piece. And what's really interesting is the way curly wigs are made. They're actually, they have all these different size like barrels, like how curling irons come in different size barrels. And they wrap the fibers of the wig around the barrels, and they actually kind of like bake the style into the wig, which is really cool. And Mila is one of Jon Renau's curliest styles, actually. She has pretty tight curls, but, oh, disclaimer, I should have said this like right away. I have worn her many times, and I've washed her twice. So this is her not right out of the box. This is her after a lot of wears and 2 washes. So, just to say that before we get like too far into this. I wanted to touch on her bangs really quickly. I think, they're long, but it's just so beautiful the way with the side part. Of course, you can switch the part around with that mono top, but I don't know why you would want to. Just the way that they sweep over the face like this, and then they curl away from the face, and then they curl away from the face on this side as well. I prefer curls that curl away from the face, so I love that they did it that way. And she's just so beautiful and flattering. But yeah, anyways. So the fit, she fits me absolutely perfect, but I measure pretty much spot on for a petite size wig cap from Jon Renau. Other brands have their own sizing charts. I think they're all pretty similar though, because I end up finding that I'm in a petite for multiple brands. So the fit to me is great. I think she's so comfortable. One thing I absolutely love about her is I always look like I took the time to do my hair. So I feel like with synthetic wigs, you pretty much, since they do hold their style, they're kind of like styled for you. You do always look pretty put together with one, but the fact that this one is also curled, I mean, it looks like I took the time to curl my hair, and it's just so beautiful. So it always feels super put together when I have her on, which I love. Just looks like I put some extra effort in. So glad I finally got a curly wig. I was afraid of curly wigs for a super long time, but now that I have one, I realized that I love them and they're easy to take care of. I think I didn't know how to keep them from getting frizzy. Like, I just assumed that they would just turn into like big poofy, you know, I've never had hair for one, let alone curly hair. So I just didn't know, but I love it. So what I do when I take her after I've worn her, actually let's start with styling. So when she first came, her curls were pretty tight and like wrapped around one another, but I kind of prefer a little bit of a messier look, and I like to kind of like pull my curls apart. So when you get her, you can leave the curls really tight, or you can do what I did and you can kind of pull them apart. And once you do that, I will spray a little bit of the Jon Renau Fiber Love holding spray on it. Just helps lock in the style. You only need like 3 pumps. You don't need to go crazy, because then you're just gonna fill your wig with product and then you're gonna have to wash her even sooner. But you can also kind of piece out the curls and give your wig a lot of texture. You don't have to just do this with curly wigs. You can give any wig more texture with this, but I like to use the Jon Renau Piece Out Contour Fiber Cream too. So those are 2 things that I use to style her. But also I put a little like IGTV video on my Instagram about this, what I do at the end of the day after I've worn her all day. I will spray, I do this with all my synthetic wigs as well, a couple sprays of the HD Smooth Detangler by Jon Renau, and I will brush out all of the tangles, and then I will put her on a wig stand and I will spritz her with some water. I didn't bring my little water spritzer, but I just have a little squirt bottle. You spray a little bit of water on it, and when you do that, if you go watch that IGTV video, you'll see the curls already like redefine themselves a little bit just with that water spritz on them. And then you can take your fingers and you can kind of like reshape the curls. And you can do that before you store her away until the next time you wear her. So that's what I do every single time I put her away. If you want to let the curls drop a little bit, you can store your curly wigs on a wig stand and you can kind of let gravity do the job a little bit. I prefer not to do that just because I like the tightness of her curls. So I store my curly wig back. I put the little net that she came in back around her, I put her in her box, and I store her away until the next time I wear her. So those are just a couple little things that you can do to help take care of your curly wigs. They don't get frizzy like I was worried they would get, and any little bit of frizz that may come from them, it fixes itself with that spritz of water and that little bit of holding spray. You can also put a little bit of holding spray back in her after you have like reshaped her curls, spray a little bit of this, let her dry completely, and then put her away. But I show all of that in that little, it's just like a minute long IGTV video. But yeah, so that's how I care for her. I just figured since I've never reviewed a curly wig on my channel that I would just give a little bit of information on that side of things, because those were things that I didn't know at one point in time about curly wigs. The hairline is absolutely beautiful. I will say this will happen with any wig. I've gotten a little bit of bronzer on her. So the fact that it looks like that is just because I've got some bronzer on her that I need to wash off next time I wash her, but that can happen with any lace front. It's not unique to the Mila. There's the mono top. The mono top goes to about here. The lace goes really far, actually, like full temple to temple. So here's the little velvet ear tabs. I'll show you those when I take it off. Also, I haven't tried wearing her in a bunch of hairstyles yet, but I think she would look so cute. Obviously, like, you need to do it loosely because you don't want cold crimping in your synthetic wigs. Cold crimping is like if you put a clip in and it's too tight and it's in for too long, when you take the clip out, it'll still have that mark. Just things like that. But she would look so cute, I think. I'm trying to do this through the... I still record videos on my phone, so I'm trying to do this through like my phone screen. But I think she'd look so pretty. Obviously, pull some bangs down in like a loose half up, half down, like with a big clip. Like, super pretty. But anyways, let's flip around. I'll show you a 360 and then we'll do the inside of the cap like we always do. I'm gonna refer to my notes, see if I forgot anything before we go any further. Let's look at the inside of the cap. Okay, so you can see the lace does go really far on her. The lace front actually goes past the mono top. Ignore my nails, they really need to get done. But there's your mono top. There's your wefted cap, which just allows for really good breathability and helps keep your head cool. There's her velvet ear tabs. They're super soft, and so they're nice and comfortable in front of your ears and against your temples. And then there are her little Velcro adjusters. So, love, love, love her. So I think that was everything that I wanted to say. Clearly, I really love the Mila. I'm so happy and glad to have her. She will probably be one that I repurchase once this one gets a little tired and worn out. But yeah, if you have any questions about her, please leave them below. I would be happy to answer you. Go check out my Instagram if you want to see some more photos of her and just some of the things that I've said over there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if it was helpful. I hope it was helpful. If you've had your eye on the Mila but you weren't quite sure how you felt about her, and subscribe if you enjoyed and you want to see more wig reviews. I do cleaning videos as well, and some decorating I've dabbled in lately. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you then. I try to switch up the end and I get tongue-tied. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.